Depot. TRICKin, motherfucker. Black motherfucker. You black motherfucker. Check something real quick. Look at the cat. Look at the cat. Look at the man. All right now. All right now. What's up, new school? What's happening with you? All right now. Scooby-Doo looking motherfucker. Ain't say nothing about you, man. I ain't gonna do you like that, man. So stinking ass. All right now. Okay. Let's see. You tuned in to the Player Circle podcast. I am your host, the one and only Iceman. More bounce to the ounce, and I say what count. Don't nobody, and I mean nobody, go home to the fat man fucks. What's happening, chocolate people? What's happening? It's your boy. Yeah. AKA Scotty Pimpin', AKA Sub-Zero, AKA Big Dick Bow-Legged Dickin'. Can you dig it? All right now. Tutti Frutti. Girl, won't you give him some of that booty? What's cooking? Good looking. What's crack-a-lacking? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to go ahead and get started since was starting way late. I was going to not do the show, but at the last minute, I said, you know what? I need to take a break. I've been busy all day getting things done around here. And I need to take a break, maybe even take the rest of the night off so I can get some rest and get up bright and early tomorrow morning and knock stuff out, get at least, if nothing else, get everything out of here. So anyway, donate via the free Cash App. You can get that free from the App Store. And with the Cash App, my Cash App ID is $the Iceman 1906. Or you can go to asktheiceman.com, scroll down to the donate button, and donate $10 today. All donations are 100% tax deductible. So we would appreciate it if you can do that. And every penny helps. Okay? All right. This is part 3 of Will Simpin and Trickin Ever End? This is part 3. Okay? It's part 3, all right? Now, we talked last week about, man, where's my water? Let me get my water. My lips are parched. Black motherfucker. Black motherfucker. All right now. Got some of this elk in here. I might try that tomorrow. See how that is. Wasted a lot of money on that damn meat. Ain't had no elk. Decided to give me some elk. Thought I was being exotic. End up buying some shit that I don't want to eat. I'm eating it under duress. And I do mean duress. Can you dig it? I know it's late, bitch niggas. Better late than never. Ain't that what the old folks say? Stinking ass niggas. Sucker ass knuckles. That's right. It's the Iceman. Fuck you gonna do, knuckle? Huh? What you gonna do, knuckle? What you gonna do, knuckle? Nigga, I'm gangsta up in this motherfucker. That's right, knuckle. I'm insane. I'm insane in the midbrain. Like Cypress Hill, nigga. Nigga, I climbed and I climbed and I climbed till I got to the top of Cypress Hill, nigga. And you know what I did when I got up there, my nigga? I got up there, nigga, and I blazed me a fatty. You understands me? Huh? A knuckle. I rolled a spat. I took that motherfucker straight to the head, nigga. Oh, bitch, nigga. There you go, nigga. Pass, nigga. It was on site. Understands me? So I understand. Walk with me, brothers and sisters. Talk with me. Prophesy. You digs? Last week we talked about the economics of what happens to simps long term. And you have to, well, Anthony Davis is a Laker. I knew him and I saw The Shop. Y'all see The Shop? They had Anthony Davis on the, not the last one, but the one before that. They was on there clowning like a motherfucker too, boy. It was funny. And I could tell him and LeBron tight. So I'm like, oh yeah, they made that deal happen. They made that deal happen. That's what I'm talking about. Now, it might have been the Warriors this year. Next year, I think if they get one more, I'm gonna tell you right now, now that Kawhi done won two rings, I think I think if they go after him, they gonna get him. If they get him, if they have him, Anthony Davis, and your boy LeBron and Lonzo Ball, who's has improved a lot. Oh man. Shit. That's a championship team right there. Now, if they can play at a high level right off the bat, four on the court at the same time, ooh, nigga. Ooh, nigga. That's money, nigga. You digs? That's money. But the economics behind SIMPin and TRICKin is that something's going to run out. The money is going to run out, or their patience is going to run out. Because the thing about whores, gold digging whores, who gravitate to simps and tricks, the one thing about these women is that they don't know when to stop. They don't know when to say, hey, you know what? Because she's so selfish and narcissistic, in her mind, she don't think there's anything bad about spending all this guy's money. And simps and tricks never disclose how much of their money they're bleeding. That's what makes simps dangerous. That's why when you look at Dateline or 2020 and you got some simp who killed some dude because a woman said, you know, he did something to him. They put themselves in a peculiar position because they're left having to defend years of stupidity of being a simp or a trick. Because sooner or later, simps and tricks get played. They get played for a fool. These women are always cheating on them. These women are always cheating on them. Okay? The women are always cheating on them. I actually start that conversation in my first book, The Game of Life According to the Iceman, Volume 1. I actually put it in here. I started in here. I talk about the profiles of what happens to a man and a woman when they grew up in a house without a father, or they grew up in a house with a stepdaddy, with a passive aggressive stepdaddy that know he better not touch them kids' asses. If he do, you gonna make corned beef hash out of his punk ass. You hear me, sucker? You know who you is, nickel. You ain't man enough to face me, is you, nickel? You little old punk ass hiding out behind your little fat ass woman. Nigga. Anyway, this is my first book, and I talk about it in here. Yeah, that's right. You want to get some good pimping? You want to get some good game so you could be big pimping, nigga? Man, you got to get this book, man. But look, what? This? Oh, you got to get your own, my brother. But you can get this. You can get this beautiful picture, this beautiful book with the Sphinx and the pyramids in the background. You know what that's about. Got jail in my fraternity to know for sure. You bitch nigga. Anyway, you can get this because this one's mine. But you can get your copy at AskTheIceman.com. Scroll down to the add to cart button. It'll ask you how many you want. Hey, buy one for yourself and buy one for a friend. Lord knows they need some game. But look, buy one for yourself and get one for a friend. Or if you just have to, hey, go to Amazon.com and get your copy today. AskTheIceman.com. The Game of Life, according to the Iceman Volume 1. The Game of Life, according to the Iceman Volume 1. Written by the Iceman. Yeah, that's what they say, don't it, man? Now get yours tonight. Tonight. No half stepping. You know how you little young niggas like to half step. Be out there bullshitting. Scooby-Doo looking motherfucker. Y'all be bullshitting. You understands me? Now look at him. Now peep this here. Now, economically, a simp, he's either going to run out of money or he's going to run out of patience. That's why sometimes you'll see these guys on Dateline and all this talking about, you know, I killed my, did you kill your wife? Say, yeah. No. Either you did or you didn't, motherfucker. No. Now look here. Now dig this here. Now, the simp usually just runs out of money. Why? Because his money was probably, when he met the bitch, his money was shorter than a midget on his knees. Can you dig it? Now, look at here. Now, dumb niggas, here's what dumb niggas do. Dumb niggas will start reaching into their 401k. They'll start going into, money for their kids to go to college just to impress some broad. And it's usually some old broken down single mom. Some old broken down, old broke dick hoe. Got kids by other men. They don't care. Simps and tricks are desperate. Tricks are a little less desperate than simps. Tricks have a little bit more discipline. Simps have no discipline. A simp will go bankrupt over a piece of ass. I was looking at this show, and I know I shouldn't admit I watched this show, because the first time I looked at it, they actually had some better looking women. And it's itching like a motherfucker. And so he'll be reaching in all kind of accounts, retirement accounts, investment accounts, just to impress that broad. But I was looking at this show called Love After Lockup, and there was this ugly ass Caucasian dude. He wasn't real ugly. It was his teeth that made him, and the fact that you could tell he a drunk. You know how you could tell Caucasian dudes when they drink a lot, they had that red, kind of reddish skin. Look like they tan, got a laser tan because they all red and shit. That's how they look. You could tell. You always tell a white person that drink. Anyway, he's a truck driver. This dude he was putting money on this really good looking, over the hill black chick who's an admitted hoe, admitted drug addict. Pretty as hell though. I'll give her that. She'll little half breed. Her mama's white. Her daddy's black. Probably don't know who the daddy is. She about 44, 40, 42, 43. Still pretty good looking. Her ass could, she'll still. I give her a 7. I give her a real hard 7. When she fixed herself up, she looked good. But she's still a broke hoe. She's a broke hoe. And real talk, this dude, she said dudes gave her over $800,000 while she was incarcerated. She was in jail for about 15 years for stealing, just a garbage hoe, this old thieving ass, conniving drug addict hoe. One of them type. She said, I admit I like conning men, but I done changed my ways. I found Jesus. I said, oh shit. Oh shit. I said, this bitch done found Jesus. All that, you know what that mean? They mean the ruse is on. And by the way, donating today, ladies and gentlemen, you can go to asktheiceman.com, or you can go to and scroll down to the donate button, or you can hit me on the Cash App. Go to hit the Cash App, put in $ the Iceman 1906, and please donate your $10 today or tonight. Thinking about having an overnight 4th of July show, but I don't know. I got to make sure. I might not be in town that weekend. So, yeah, I might not be in town that weekend. So I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if that's a good idea. Okay. I wonder what happened. My live stream stopped on Facebook for some reason. I don't know why that is. Those of you who are on Facebook, you might want to come on over here to YouTube and get it cracking. Okay. I don't know why that stopped. Oh, well. Anyway, those of you who are just joining us, welcome to the Player Circle podcast. We started later today because I am currently in the process of doing some major stuff, and I'm just basically taking a break. I'm probably gonna lay down and get some sleep, but but I'm gonna have to get up early still, take care of business. Still got a lot of stuff to do, but at least if nothing else, I could see the end. Yeah, so just a matter of putting everything in there. Anyway, but I wanted to do this part 3 because I wanted to, because I'm gonna do 4. I'm gonna do 4 parts. This is a 3rd part, so we got one more part. So I'm gonna do part 3 tonight. So we'll do part 4 next episode of the Player Circle podcast, where we talk about dating and relationships from a Black point of view. You know how we do it. Knuckle. You digs. You dig. Now, the one thing that happens to simps is that when the money is gone, when the money is dried up, the bitch is gone. You digs? They have no problem leaving their ass. They'll have no problem leaving you because they already got something popping with another nigga anyway. That's called monkey branching. Most women, that's why most women can be polyamorous. Okay. Okay. They can practice polyamory, misandry, and they can be forgot the word for poly. I forgot the word for poly. Getting married multiple times, trying to come up. I forgot what that's called, but that too. Yep, that too. You digs? Shit, I'm catching a cramp now. I done sat down. Apologize to you guys for being late. But anyway, what simps would do is simps. One thing about simps and tricks, they always got a girlfriend. They always got a girlfriend. And you know why they always got a girlfriend? Okay? And while they always have girlfriends and they always have women hanging around, they ain't got no savings. They ain't got any, they always broke. They always borrow money from their boys. Hey, Rod, man, let me hold $70 till Friday, man, till I get my check. And he's always playing catch up. He might make $1,500 a week, but it's 500 over here to this guy that loaned him 500. He had to take this chick to Hawaii. So he had, that money. He had to come up with some of that money up front, plus credit cards. And so after doing all that tricking, he ain't got no money. He ain't got no liquid. Now, he can charge stuff, but if he behind on that stuff too, it's a problem. Because he might be behind on his credit cards too, which is a huge problem. So with this guy, he'll go and he'll spend all that money, if you look at the chicks he date, he's the guy that, he's G'd up from the feet up. He's always clean. He's got a brand new motorcycle and he's got a Dodge Charger or something like that. And he's just a picture of success. And little do anybody knows this motherfucker is hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, trying to playing with them hoes. But that's how these guys get these dimes. If you see some of these guys and you be like, man, that guy, he ain't special. So I'm special. That nigga ain't special. And you see a dude like that, chances are he a trick or a simp. Chances are. Because you'll go and look at this dude. You look at this dude. You look at his track record. If you knew him pretty well, you can't get all them dimes like that if you ain't spending no money. That's why these guys are always sales guys. They're always car salesmen. Because these guys might make a shitload of money in 1 month, and then the next month they might only make $1,000. You understand what I'm saying? So the smart ones, when they make that, have that 10, 15, $20,000 commission month, they'll take, well, Uncle Sam's gonna take a lot of that. They're gonna take, Uncle Sam's gonna that FICA guy is gonna take 80, he's gonna get taxed at for like 20%, something like that. I think 20%. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of federal tax. That's just that money. That's not including other federal tax, the income. That ain't including other stuff that you can get taxed for with the federal government. So it looks like this guy makes a lot of money, because 1 month he made 10 grand, 1 month he made 6 grand, 1 month he made 15 grand. So to his girl, all the women he's bragging to, it looks like he got mad loot. Now, if he was saving his money and maybe only dated 1 or 2 chicks, he would have some money left over. The problem is he ain't got no money left over, because as soon as it comes in, it goes out. He one of them dudes. But he got a bad crib. He got a badass condo in a Tony part of town. Every time you see him, he's chilling in pictures with fine ass chicks, and he's always at these little dinners. And I got invited to this, and this. This guy's just a car salesman. That's that old, he out there bullshitting. But some guys can bull. Some you see that a lot with Hispanic dudes in San Antonio. A lot of Hispanic dudes be tricking, especially if they make a little paper. They always be tricking. That's all. That's the only way they can get women. That's the way it looked to me. That they some sneaky mugs. Them and some of them white dudes. You can always tell a trick in San Antonio. You can always tell. They got some muscle car, or they got a real expensive car like a Bentley, and they want to make sure everybody see them in it. And I'm like, man, fuck this clown ass dude. You digs? So with the tricks, what tricks will do is tricks will sit up here and spend their kids' retirement, their kids' inheritance, their retirement, just to impress a broad. Because, like I said, I've worked with these chicks, and I've been like, oh, where was y'all in this picture? Oh, we were in Fiji. I said, well, where were y'all in this picture? Oh, we were in Hawaii. And I'm just like, I don't ask right off the bat. I ain't gonna be rude. But after a while, I'm gonna be like, what your dude do? If she say some shit like, I can't really say. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker drug dealer, especially if he Hispanic dude. That's all he riding dirty. He making that run down to Laredo. Okay. Man, them sex robots, man. You can't afford no sex robot. Sex robots ain't gonna solve the problem when you ain't got no game. Problem with niggas today. Let me tell you something. SIMPin and TRICKin is the antithesis of manhood. Okay? It is a net result of men not being in the lives of these children. That's what that is. And simps and tricks, the space cowboy lips, Steve Harvey, think like a hoe, act like a honey badger. That stupid ass nigga wrote that book and actually put that shit out there on the street. Okay, for niggas to read. Now you know some ignorant motherfucker gonna pick that book up and read it and think it's law. This is the law of the streets or the players. This gonna reform the game, player. Man, get the fuck out of here. That book gets your ass whooped. You do stuff that dumb nigga say in that book, you get your ass whooped. You fuck around, get your ass beat at the club. Yeah, I read Steve Harvey. Oh, so you think that shit gonna help you in here, nigga? Nah, let's beat your ass though. Yeah, we gonna whoop your ass. Okay? So, what people don't understand is that when I was talking about the first week, when you look, a relationship, it should be on an incline. You start here at the bottom and you go up. And as you go up, you make that journey together, you learn each other, you get to know each other. Intimacy will start, then intimacy will turn into sex. Okay, and the sex is the glue to hold everything together. Okay, it's essential, but it ain't mandatory. Not at first, because you need to get to know that person, need to find out how they think, and then therefore you know how they work this. Because if they a shitty person, it's gonna come out. You may be able to catch the signs, you may not be able to. Some women will totally misrepresent themselves. I talk a lot about that on this show. A lot of women they do a disservice to themselves. They do a disservice. You do a disservice to yourself. Okay? You do a disservice to yourself. And so what happens is when you start fucking your money up like that, see, simps they have low self-worth and they have low self-esteem. And they think spending money on women and whining and dining women gives them leverage. It actually takes away leverage. Because remember, if you start down here, when you first meet somebody and get to know them and you make that journey together, that's how you build a strong relationship that will stand the test of time. However, instead of starting down here, you start halfway. See where I am? Say this is halfway up here. Say if you could only go here as far as going up. because there's going to be a limit to what you can spend. All simps don't have the money to keep the lie going. You digs? Not all of them have the money to keep the lie going. Because that is the trick to their hustle, is to make women think they got money because it seems like they got unlimited funds. But really what this dude is doing is spending his retirement. Or he's spending money that his daddy left him. He's running through that trying to impress a broke ass, broke dick single mom. Understand me? Everybody hit the like button. Don't just sit there like a knot on a goddamn log. Hit the like button. You sorry motherfuckers. Hit the like button. Y'all some lazy niggas. How jive ass can you get? The fuck you sitting there for? Got the ass. See, that's niggas for you. Niggas don't donate. Niggas don't. They act like you asking for some. You asking to hold something. Nigga, you act like I'm asking you for $100. I'm like, damn, what's wrong with black people? What's wrong with us, man? Keep playing games here. And by the way, we need y'all ain't nobody donated yet. Go to asktheiceman.com, scroll down to the donate button, or hit me on the Cash App. Yeah, man, nigga, sometimes, hey, I shouldn't have to ask you guys, man. Stop coming around here being freeloaders. We gotta get off of that, man. Don't let no motherfucker that come from a single mom that don't know the meaning of self-respect tell you. Don't let some little stupid nigga tell you that content creators ain't supposed to receive donations. Don't listen to that, because it's obvious you ain't listening to them. And the reason why you ain't listening to them is because they ain't got nothing to say. But you come holler at the Iceman because you know I got something to say. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. You digs? So you get with these these guys get with these science projects, and they get with these women, and they spend their money. They're still out here dating other men, and they may settle down with them. But they never totally close the door for baby daddies to come back, or baby daddy to come back, or when or messing with other dudes. That's just how they get down. That is how they get down. Okay? Can't never trust them kind of women. You cannot trust those kinds of women. Always up to no good. You digs? So here's the thing. Simps and to a certain degree, tricks. When you start halfway up the hill, almost at the top of the hill, you don't have very much real estate to advance. So when you get to the top of the hill, what happens? The only place to go is down, back down the other side. That's why some women will stay with simps, because simps will pay the bills, but they'll be fucking Jody. They be fucking niggas like me that work out. Niggas like me who take care of themselves and look far younger than they really are. Unlike that simp over there. You digs? Unlike ye old simp. Okay? Mr. Bumberclad, Rasta Clyde. Okay? I've messed around with women who said they would never leave their husband, or they will never leave their live-in boyfriend because he paying the bills. But back to what I was saying about before I start clowning, back to that dude that I was telling you about, that love after lockup. Love after lockup. This dumbass dude, he is a black woman that lived next door to him. And she was like, she'd be trying to look out for him and be like, look, that's my friend. I know this woman ain't shit. He done spent all his money, putting money on her books. She said men almost put $1 million on her books. I don't believe that. Okay? Even though she was cute. I don't believe that. 80,000? Yeah. 800,000? Highly unlikely. Because the bitch was in prison for about 14 years. So I could see that. You digs? You digs? But he went broke. And you know what really, if you think he a fool, yes, he's a fool. What really took the cake, nigga, that wasn't what took the cake. Nigga, you know what took the cake? He admitted he had not hit it. He admitted he had not gotten the draws. And he was like, oh, we don't have to have sex. I think something was wrong with his dick. I think something was wrong with his dick. Remember I said simps usually have some type of low self-esteem, low self-worth. Okay? I didn't say they check every box, but some of the main ones are like what I just said: low self-worth, no dignity, low self-esteem. You digs? That's they get down. That's their get down. That is their get down. That's their get down. I mean, it was fools on there with females and males. It was women on there talking about. It was one dude, one woman on there. This black chick from Fort Worth. She gonna sit up here and fly all the way to New York, Buffalo, New York, for some old jailbird nigga. Some nigga that's in and out of penitentiary, and was on parole when he was fucking with her. This bitch up here trying to build a life with him. And he married to a white girl and got a 2 or 3 year old by her. Like I said, American women love bums. I've said this. Like I said, I remember when I was homeless, and even times when I was working low wage jobs trying to get my shit together. Man, I had more bitches then than I do now. Why? Because women love niggas. They love broke niggas. They love broke niggas. As soon as you get your shit together, nigga, women gonna get an attitude towards you. I don't know why that is. It just is. They're gonna have a totally different. You can pay your own bills, and you don't need them financially. You don't need them because some niggas be like, yeah, man, I gotta live with chicks because I don't make enough money, man. Like, so, and when women date niggas, when the women may use niggas like that, they'll use the nigga like that. That's true. What a lot of women will do is, you know, they will interject their narcissism into all dealings with that man. And that's why when women, these women, they marry these simps. It's fun at first because it seemed like this unlimited money. But then the simp will be like $10. The simp will say something like this. The simp will say, well, I'm gonna put you on a financial diet. Okay? I'm gonna put you on a financial diet. Next thing you know, instead of her having shopping sprees at Macy's, now she gotta have a gift card. Now she got a $200 a month limit on a prepaid card, on a rush card. Okay, why? Because he had to put the bitch on a diet. The bitch was turning into Pac-Man, eating his money up. His woman turned into Pac-Man, eating his money. Like that picture of Pinky on my Facebook page. She got this tight ass outfit on. They got Pac-Man all over it. Like, what is this shit this bitch got on? Appreciate it, brother. Thank you for the donation. Where's Brown Sausage at? He must have a date tonight. I bet he taking his date to go get him some General Tso's chicken. Y'all know y'all love General Rat. Y'all eating that General Rat. You digs? You digs? You digs? And so they will they will interject their narcissism and turn the situation upside down where she pretty much puts him in a position where he has to always one up what he did the last time. Remember what I was talking about when you start on that hill instead of starting at the bottom, so you can have time to, go up the hill and get to know each other. That's how I was taught. That I grew up in that era in the 60s and 70s. Whereas today, these women are coming from these single female headed households. They're desperate. They're used to scarcity and not abundance. So everything is a major everything is a major catastrophe for Calamity Jane. And that's how they live their lives. And all they're looking for is a Captain Save-A-Hole to come in and manage that circus. Because that's what their lives are. Their lives are a circus. But they don't want you to teach them discipline. They just want you to come over there and try to manage the little, monkey cage she got running over there. But she don't want you telling her kids what to do, though. And what she's going to end up doing is she is going to try to see how much of that pussy you want. And then she's going to start rationing it to you. And you're going to be like, damn, what did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong but be a simp or a trick. Although tricks ain't going to hang around if they ain't getting no pussy. That's one thing about tricks that make tricks separate tricks from simps. Simps will keep hanging around. Simps will sit there and listen to that Steve Harvey, I got to make you wait 60 days shit. He'll actually entertain that shit. Whereas a trick will not. A trick will be like, shh, you better give up that pussy. I'm willing to pay for it, but you better give up that pussy. So after a while, maybe 2 weeks, he might give her, an ultimatum, or he might just bounce. Because that's usually what they do. They dip. They dip when they see there ain't no booty gonna be had. Because some black women try to pull that, especially attractive ones. But they only pull that shit with lower level hierarchy, social hierarchy brothers, not putting no brothers down, but usually with brothers who are maybe on a little bit lower socioeconomic ladder. She gonna pull that with them, especially if she's attractive, or if nothing else, if she's got a 4 or 5 face, but she's got an 8 or a 9 body. She can make up for that face. She can make up for that below average looking face if she got a smoking body. You see what I'm saying? I go for body. I don't give a fuck about no face. As long as you don't look like Godzilla, as long as you don't look like Mothra, as long as you don't look like that, I holler. Because like I said, if you got a banging body, I'll take a banging body over face any day. Real talk. That's just what I like. But anyway, cats will tricks will get out of there. Simps will keep hanging around till they finally get the ass, or the woman just keeps stringing them along. I've worked with dudes who have been like, yeah, man, this chick got me, she got me in a holding pattern. I'm like, what do you mean holding pattern? Said, man, I've been dating this chick for 3 months, man. We ain't had sex yet. Because they be holding out on that info. I'll be like, but they finally tell me, they be like, hey, Ice, man, hey, man, can I share something with you? I was like, man, what you gonna say? You got AIDS or some shit, nigga? No, man, ain't nothing like that. Man, quit playing. I said, no, I'm gonna talk to you about this chick, man. I'm like, okay, so what? Oh man, let me ask you something. Uh, mm, if you was dating somebody, okay, I know this dude that was dating somebody, and he said, okay, and so like he been seeing this chick for about 3 or 4 months, but they ain't consummated yet. So she getting a free dating safari out of you, huh? No, it ain't me, it's for a friend. No, man, it's for a friend. Okay, fuck it, it's me. It's me, nigga. And I'm like, nigga, you getting played. Dude, if you don't get that ass within no more than 7 days. Look, sometimes shit happen. Maybe she got a business trip the next day. Be like, bitch, when you come back on Thursday, holler. They usually holler. Because, with me, I'm a cynical, skeptical nigga. I don't believe shit you say. You digs? I don't believe a damn thing a woman say. I don't believe it. I gotta go out of town for my job. What, you a truck driver? Nah. No, I'm flying out. I'm like, all right, bitch, holler at a nigga when you get back. They usually holler. But what I'm trying to get at you about though, what I'm trying to get at you is what people don't understand is that I'm gonna switch gears here. Simping and tricking is like chewing gum when you're hungry. Your mouth is moving, but your stomach is expecting the food to go down your throat, and ain't nothing going down your throat but corn syrup, flavored corn syrup. And so after a while, your stomach starts getting sick because it's tired of that false alarm shit. Either you're going to eat or don't put it in your mouth. You digs? So what happens is you start selling this lie that you're this guy. And remember, simps always want to start halfway up the hill because they know if they get too much exposure, they might turn that woman off, which with the average chick, they will get turned off. Because usually with simps, they got a little penis or they got ED and they got to go to forhims.com. Okay. They got to go to the low T clinic. Hopefully you brothers ain't been taking your ass over there. Because getting that testosterone will cause cancer. Trust me, I know some people that it happened to. You digs? Now, what ends up happening is these women If you start halfway up the hill, and I'm going to reiterate myself, and then we're going to move on. Some men are so desperate, they just want to be able to be seen with a woman. That's their only claim to fame. They don't care if the chick is ugly. They don't care if the chick is fat. They don't give a damn. They don't care if the chick look like Rodan. They don't care. All they want to be able to do is say, "Hey, look at this chick I'm dating." And dude ain't even got the ass yet. Real talk. Because some niggas just like to waste their time. I got relatives, I got simps in my family that do that shit. Taking women out to dinner for what? Well, for what? You don't even know this chick? You ain't sat and talked to her? You ain't let her, you might not even like this broad at dinner. Man, I'll be listening to comedian Earthquake show on Kevin Hart's channel. Man, some of the stuff some of them niggas, I could tell them niggas be tricking. They be simping and tricking. And I'll be like, maybe some of them niggas got to do that because they ain't that attractive. But shit, man, I'll be damned if I be out here spending my money taking somebody out on a free dating safari. That ain't gonna happen, player. That ain't gonna happen. Not gonna happen. You better ask somebody, bitch. Better ask somebody. You really better ask somebody. That shit ain't finna pop off. Real talk. But some niggas like to get caught up like that. Some niggas like to get caught out there like that. I don't say what the fascination is. Some woman spending my money. I was messing around with this black chick, and she tried to come at me with that bullshit talking about, every day calling me talking about let's go out to dinner and all. I'm like, bitch, we ain't going nowhere. I was like, you come over here and I'll cook. Nah, that's all right. Well, fuck you then. You want to go to the Cheesecake Factory? You get in your Cheesecake Factory mobile and roll your monkey ass over there. You did. But you need to get up out of here with that bullshit. You really need to ask somebody. You really need to ask somebody. Okay? But some people, man, they don't care. Some people don't care. They don't care who they hurt. They don't care if they leading some dude on and the dude, and you really don't care about this dude. Some women don't care. You got some asshole bitches out here. And I say that, I don't say that to be proud. I ain't proud. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying it to be proud. I definitely ain't proud. You digs? But like I said, I try to create a forum here to try to teach the young bloods what's really cracking. And you get dudes sitting up here. You got dudes that sit up here and be like, oh man, some of this stuff, and these dudes will sit up here and let these women use them, but a lot of these dudes will tell you how much this woman is playing them, but then as soon as you tell them, you know, man, you need to get away from that bitch, here that nigga damn they want to kill you. He like, oh man, how you gonna sit up there and call my girl a bitch? Talking about I need to leave her. Like, yeah, you need to leave that bitch. No, man, she good people, man. She never did nothing to nobody. Remember that? She never did nothing to nobody. She used to crack me up. Oh, that shit used to crack me up, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You dig? You dig? So what usually happens is simps will sometimes get violent. And we're going to talk about violence next time. What happens when simps get hurt? What's their thought process? But the economics is usually the first thing that goes. That's the first indication that this guy's situation ain't right. That's the first indication this situation ain't right. Because some of them will be like, hey, I can't keep this front going. I can't keep this going. I need to I'm either have to dial it back. Because some guys get a rush. Some guys get a rush from wasting money on women, whether they have it or not. Some women, some dudes just get off on that. I've never gotten off on that. I've gotten off on spoiling a woman, but it was somebody that maybe we had some history with. Maybe they were there when I really needed them emotionally. I can get sex anywhere. But if they were there for me emotionally, yeah, that woman I did spoil. Those women I did say, oh, wait a minute, no, let me take her out and spend $200 or $300 on dinner. And maybe go get her something nice and tight to see, show that booty, and have her go home and put that on, and then we go out and go get something to eat and drink. And then I come back and, you know, give me some dome on the couch. Yeah. Oh, damn, baby. Oh, there's some good dome right here, though. Oh, that's some good dome. Oh, shit. Got that popping off. I've had that happen many a night. Couldn't even wait till you get to the bedroom. Already getting dome. Oh, some good dome right here, yo. Be palming the back of her head like a basketball. Be like, yeah, you know, I'm a dunk right here, good. You digs? Something like that there. Okay? And then later on, you dig her out. Like Ice Cube said, you dig her out. Okay? See, I like them kind of Friday, Saturday nights. Just screw all weekend. Screw. See, you got to be able to get to that level where you used to getting ass. And you have to you gotta get used to getting ass, man, because you don't if ass is hard to come by and you're just starving for every little whiff of ass you get, you're never going to really be able to enjoy it the way you should enjoy sex. And I do blame these women, but women's behavior is always predicated upon what men allow. Let me say that again for the players. Women's behavior is always predicated on what men allow. That's why when you get these non-black women who be out here pulling that dine and dash bullshit with black men getting free dinners, sooner or later that's gonna stop, because sooner or later somebody's either gonna kick that chick in the teeth for doing that shit. One of them simps are gonna get one of them tricks of them simps are gonna hit a bitch in the mouth, or he's gonna hit her in the throat for doing that shit, or she's gonna get embarrassed, like that last chick to try to pull that shit with me, who thought fat meat was greasy. She didn't know fat meat was greasy, but I knew she was pulling a dine and dash, and I was like, nope, you pay for your food, I'll pay for mine. If you don't get out of here with that bullshit, you better get out of here with that bullshit. Better get on out of here. See how that worked? And you have to understand, those types of women that deal with simps and tricks, they don't know how to operate in a relationship with men who gonna put some rules in the game. See, if you playing the game the way you're supposed to, there's rules. Either there's rules that are implied that you know already because you've dated enough men, or maybe you got some discipline and you got major restraint, which most women in America don't. That's why there's so many single women. That's why I say you go to not downtown San Antonio. They're downtown San Antonio too. If you go to downtown Minneapolis right now, not downtown St. Paul, downtown Minneapolis right now, because it's hot, or at least 60, 70, probably about 50 or 60 at night. Although 50 or 60 in Minneapolis is a little cold. That's a little chilly. But they'll still be out there in them shorts and them t-shirts and shit though. Well, they'll be out there with their ass out. Anyway, these women, you're seeing packs of women. And like I said, I'm used to seeing that in Minneapolis. Those times when I've gone on dates, or me and some family, we were hanging out, we got a chance to hang out. It'd be, man, we'll go and be like, hey, look at these packs of women. And it'd be like 10 of them sometime. And you could tell all of them got jobs. They all got jobs. They all got money. Can't find a man in sight. And it's their fault. It's their fault. Because don't nobody want no hard charging bull in a china shop type woman. Don't no man want no woman like that. I don't want no woman like that. I don't want no woman to act like that. Sit up here trying to destroy somebody's life because you so damn narcissistic. You don't give a damn about nobody else. All you do is run through life just taking advantage of people. Sooner or later, them people, but you know what? A lot of them types of folks, they know who to pull that shit on, and they know who not to pull that shit on. You know what I'm saying? They know who to pull that shit on. I know because just basically dealing with my ex-wife. My ex-wife know not to pull that kind of shit with a nigga like me. She know that. That's why she went and got a little weak nigga. Little weak, little milk toast nigga. Because you can pull that with a weak nigga. You can pull that, well, I ain't gonna give you no pussy shit. That nigga start crying. Talk about that nigga. Man, she used to tell me that nigga be crying when he ain't getting no pussy. That's a weak ass nigga. That's a weak, begging ass nigga. But here's the thing. Your wallet can never outrun her pussy. I've been saying that for 10 years. You ain't gonna never outspend the perceived value of that pussy. You're never gonna outspend it. Never. So don't try to compete because you're gonna lose. I don't like losing. I don't know about you, but I don't like losing. I don't like losing. I don't like taking no damn L's, man. Not a good thing. It's not good if you take an L. See, I remember once when somebody listened to my video once upon a time when the Iceman was Dusty, and one of the players he was like Ice. He was like, man, when did you really know when you changed the trajectory of your life? When did you really know that change was permanent? Let me just leave it at that. And I said, when I basically started getting the confidence, I gained the confidence that how I think cognitively determines my behavior. You understand what I'm saying? If I think a certain way, then I'm going to behave a certain way. Now, if you're observing from the outside, you're going to say, well, dude, if you want to make a change, all you got to do is just decide to make a change. But we know now that if you're OCD or you're a sex addict or you're a gambling addict or you're a drug addict or an alcoholic, we know that tough love isn't necessarily, initially especially, is the best route to go. Because we got to get to know you, and it's best to ramp up rather than to start up here like we do even when you're, trying to talk to somebody and you up here being a simp or a trick. Like you get a guy, first date, he taking a chick on a helicopter ride. So think about that for a second. If the first time he took her out on a helicopter ride, and then after that, they never rode on a helicopter ever again, let alone a damn airplane. Huh? Because some dudes do that. That's why simps and tricks do that. They'll go for the first few dates, they'll be just over the top dates. I'm trying to show you how much I care about you. No, you're showing me how much of a simp you are or how much of a trick you are. That's what you're showing me. You ain't showing me anything else. Don't get it twisted. But some women, weak minded. See, that's why they like wounded women. That's why they like women with broken wings. They like that broken wing chick. They like single moms that need them. That's why their narrative works with single moms. How many times have you seen a decent looking chick with no kids with a simp? You haven't. I can assure you haven't. Because women who don't have kids, and they even if they were just a 5 or a 6, they would never date a simp, because a simp, they would get bored with his ass too quickly. And they know his get down. You dig? This is how it is. And this is how I want it. It's my world and I'm shitting on it. So the point that I'm trying to make to you is this. You're best to start at the lowest level where she can earn your respect. And you can earn hers. You understand me? It's best to start at the bottom of the hill and work your way up. Then start halfway up the hill, and now you only got halfway to go. Because simps and tricks always have to outdo what they did the last time. So if they started you off with a helicopter ride on the first date, then the next day he might be like, well, we're going to take a dinner cruise. That shit might be $400. That shit might be $350. And they ain't even staying on the boat. They just having dinner. And the boat just going around the harbor, coming back. So he got to always keep outdoing what he did. You see how that worked? See how that worked? So you're not giving yourself room to improve and build. When you build a house, you don't start building the roof before you lay the concrete for the foundation and put the walls up and the beams up. You dig? So why would you start almost at the top already? That's why a lot of times you notice women that date really rich dudes, they run through them dudes. Very seldom do they stick with them. So this guy goes out and, she'll meet one rich trick. Well, look at me. I make $400 an hour as an attorney. Okay. He's talking that shit at the bar. And she's like, oh my God, it's a lot of money. Hey, you see my Bentley out there? He's talking that shit. But what he's covering up for is the fact that his dick don't work. He need to go to forhims.com. Yeah, he ain't tell about the ED Or he didn't tell her that he's a minute man. Okay? And for 30 seconds, he pounds the shit out that pussy. For that 30 seconds, boy, he the best lover she ever had. But as soon as that 29th second strike 30, so 30 minutes of loving. You know what you getting over there, girl. But she'll tolerate this dude as long as she can to break bread. Because her purse is aching. So what she'll do is she will hustle him as long as she can. But after a while, she's telling her friends, girl, this nigga, I can't fuck him. I can't fuck him again, girl. I can't. He repulses me. It be chicks laying in the bed with that kind of shit on the brain. And you have no idea how much this woman's giving you what I call a mercy fuck. She giving you okay, nigga, you've been begging for a month. Here you go. And it'd be the worst decision she ever made, because here you sweating all on her for 30 seconds. You sweating and smiling. Your sweat is all over her. She like, ugh. She got to go through that every time she have sex with you. You think she gonna go through too many times of that shit? I've talked to women who told me these stories, but they was trying to get that bag. Maybe they was between a rock and a hard place. I know I've had some women take care of me. I had some women float me for a minute. I've even had to live with women. I've had to live with women because I didn't have a place to go. And it was some of the worst time of my life. Why? Yeah, at first you getting all that loving, but after a while, that chick coming home to her house and you sitting in her house, after a while, that shit just don't work. Even if you are looking for a job. Cleaning the house, she don't care nothing about that shit. At first, it's cute. Cooking for her, yeah, it's cute. It's cute at first. But after a while, she would rather have a nigga, get home the same time she does from a job. Okay? So being that house husband shit, that shit don't work, man. You might be able to find a woman who got real low self-esteem, but I guarantee she look like one of them minions in the face. She looked like one of them minions in the face, and then she got like Mickey Rooney. She got Mickey Rooney's body. Okay. Or she looked like Damon from Friday After Next, and she a stud. And she like niggas, little soft niggas like you. She a big ass Damon looking chick. What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? Hitting you on the ass like you a chick. Okay. I've heard all kind of stories from the Simps about the Simp Chronicles. Oh, the Simp Chronicles is real, dog. The Simp Chronicles are real. Okay? These niggas be out here cash apping these bitches. These niggas be Western Union these bitches. Not the Iceman. Talking about Western Union shit. Bitch, I won't watch a Western with you. Okay? For free. Fuck out of here. No, it ain't worth it, man. It's not worth being a fool for somebody. That's why I tell guys that if you need to hire a life coach, man, it's money worth well spent. because that's all I do. You know, you want to get out your mama basement, I help you. You want to, stop simping, stop tricking, come holler at a player. Go to asktheiceman.com and pick a package. Fit all budgets. Okay? Ain't expensive either. But it pays to have somebody get you on track. Ladies, I encourage you. Get somebody to get you on track so you ain't out here making stupid decisions. Because sometimes sometimes, dude, some of the stuff I've done in the past, I look back now and I say, well, how the fuck did I do that shit? But then when I think about the mind state that I was in at the time, that's why it makes sense. Well, it doesn't make sense now that I did it, hindsight 2020. However, what I'm saying is you realize that it wasn't that I did anything wrong. It was the fact that this is how I was thinking at the time. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was thinking at the time. And today I say that would not happen today because I have a better grasp of reality thanks to years of hard work. Instead of that being my reality, my reality is to thrive as much as I can. Because physically, to some degree, I am limited. You digs? So here's the thing, people. Nobody deserves to be shit on. I don't teach. When I get guys that say, teach me how to talk to women, I say, I'm gonna do more than teach you how to talk to women. I say, I don't do pickup artists. I'm not going to teach you to be a pickup artist. Now, if you want to use your skills to be a pickup artist, that's on you. But I'm going to teach you how to deal with all types of interactions with women, conflict resolution, and how to de-escalate a situation, how to, read the signs that this chick is doing some untoward shit. What signs to look for to let you know a woman's wasting your time. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you're blinded by tight jeans. Sometimes you're blinded by cleavage, by a nice rack. And we all been there. But it's how you react that makes you a fool. I might have been mesmerized to myself that, hey, this chick got a banging body, god damn. But because of life experience, I don't play my hand. I don't go, want to go get an omelet? No, I say, hey, man, you want to go over here to Starbucks and get a coffee? And I go over there and I let them go. When they think I'm going to buy some shit, I let them go over there to the counter. I say, well, I'm going to go get a table. Then when they go get their shit, then I go get my shit. That way, ain't none of that bullshit. You hear me? You ain't gonna dine and dash on me. Remember I told you guys there was a white dude, there was a white chick, this Jewish chick in New York City was playing playing these dudes. Said she would get like 1,500. She would get the amount of money being spent on her to take her to free lunches and free dinners was like $1,500 a month. She said she was dating so many guys off of Match.com and getting free dinners and lunches out of them that she didn't even have to buy dinner. She didn't have to buy food for her house. She said she saved thousands of dollars, but then the word got out. The word got out that she was pimping these dudes. That the word got out. So what ended up happening is that she had to go into hiding because she started getting threats. She started getting threats. But don't start threatening her now. Now you got played for a fool. You should have known you was getting played for a fool, nigga. You should have known. You can tell when a woman ain't interested in you and you keep pushing it. See, that's lack of understanding. Or you just don't care. Some guys just don't care. Some simps just don't have no dignity. And they'll just keep pushing. They'll keep pushing a situation. And you know what that chick will say? Girl, I don't feel like being bothered with this silly ass nigga. But you know what? I'm going to take his money. Fuck it. I'm going to take his money. So that's what it turned into. I'm just like, man, I ain't that type of nigga that I could sleep at night getting treated like that. Something is wrong with you if you allow women to treat you like that. I feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for you. You deserve to get played. I had a guy email me at the the Iceman show at yahoo.com email address. He emails me every few years. Every time he emailed me, he done just getting out of jail because he done beat some chick or some chick done played him. He done beat her ass and now he just getting out of jail. Last time he said he got put in jail because he bought some chick's kid a PlayStation, and then as soon as he bought it, she cut his ass off. He never got the pussy or nothing. So this dumb nigga spent $400, and then he went up to her job and was like, I need to get that PlayStation back. And she just laughed in his face. Then he started beating the bitch, and the chick worked at a hotel. So he started beating the bitch. He jumped over the counter and started beating the bitch. This shit had me laughing. Y'all will be surprised the kind of stories niggas be sending to me, man. And I'm sitting there laughing my ass off because I'm like, this stupid ass nigga. And so he got put in jail at the chick's job. I'm like, she was calling all kind of dumb niggas. She was calling them dumb niggas. Man, she was calling them all kind of dumb niggas. She said, you stupid nigga. You gonna sit up here and buy my kid a PlayStation. You ain't even dating. She said, I was never thinking about dating your ugly ass. Man, I was laughing my ass off. Nigga, I was dying. Oh, man, I used to get some niggas sending me some shit. I used to have niggas sending me stuff, man. I'd be up at night laughing my ass off because some of this shit was so outlandish. I'm like, come on, player. You let a chick get in your pocket like that? Man, that ain't no excuse, man. Ain't no excuse. You gonna buy a chick, Look, man, if I was with the chick 2 or 3 years and I had a friendship with her son like that, and he really do good in school, maybe he did something that was really remarkable. Yeah, 2 or 3 years in, yeah, I would probably do it. But not before then. See, 2 or 3 years, I know this chick gonna be around. You understand what I'm saying? 0 to 6 months, you don't know what these fools gonna do. You don't know what they're gonna do. So that's why you don't start treating them like wifey. You don't never treat these women like wifey. You don't do that. You don't give no woman no money unless she's your baby mama and you got it confirmed with a DNA test, or she's your wife. That's the only time you should be giving women money that you date. Otherwise, something is wrong. Otherwise, you fall into 2 categories. You a trick or you a simp. And both of them are negative. Okay? Everybody, you can donate today via the Cash App at $ the Iceman 1906, or you can donate at asktheiceman.com. Scroll down to the donate button and donate your $10 today. I'd like to thank everybody that donated thus far. This is part 3 of our SIMP of our will SIMPin and TRICKin ever end. This is the part 3. We will do a part 4 because there's just so much information to cover. We finished up on the economics. We talked about the psychological effects of when a simp and a trick starts running low on money and his pockets start aching. Okay. Next week we're gonna talk about violent simps, and we're gonna talk about what you can do if you do have simp bones in your body and trick bones in your body. What you can do about getting them out. You dig? And replace it with some player bones. Can you dig it? If you haven't donated yet today, go to asktheiceman.com, scroll down to the donate button, or you can donate via the Cash App. You digs? This concludes another episode of the Player Circle podcast. Now remember, during the week, it's the Iceman Show podcast, and on Saturdays, every Saturday. Sometimes we skip a weekend, but Saturdays are the Player Circle podcast, and we usually start about 3 or 4 p.m. Pacific time. But today, I got some things happening, and just didn't have the time. You digs? You tuned in to the Player Circle podcast. I am your host, the Iceman. Remember, if you take your dick out, somebody gonna have to suck it. I'm your host, the Iceman. Holla at your boy. With your bitch ass.